Hey everybody, it's Jaishree
Quantity.
from JaishreeYoga.com. We are educators, authors, creators of the Soul Mapping Matrix and the Soul Culture Yoga School. And we're at the playground. G, the Yogi's Guide to Apocalypse.
J.
Ah, that's what I meant. It's J. J for Yogi's Guide to the Apocalypse is?
JIVA.
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 Jiva is a Sanskrit word and it means soul. That's really the theme. We are souls. Tell us about it, stud.
Well, it's soul, but JIVA also means living entity, which is such a cool way to think about what we are as souls. We're living entities, and we're parts and parcels, it's said, of the divine. So we are like the sparks of light. We are like the particles of the same stuff that is the source of us, which is divinity, but we're not the source of that light, and yet we still shine and we still radiate and we are still magnanimous with the same potency of that divine source.
Let us tell you a little story. So right now we're in a pandemic and everyone has had their worlds turned upside down. But back in the day, Kala and I, even before Narayani, but also with Narayani, would travel. We travel in some ways for a living because we go around the world making a life fort from any situation we're in, any crisis, perceived, big or small, and we turn our triggers into bliss. We do that because we know it's a portal. Pain is a portal, and on the other side of that spectrum from pain is bliss. But how do we know that? Well, the story has to do with us not knowing anything and being in complete darkness and ignorance and being on our own until the torchlight of wisdom shows up. And for us, that was our guru. It was our Guru Vargya, which means all of the blessed saints in the line of our lineage in yoga, which is Gaudiya Vaishnav. And traveling means that we get to be in the world, but not of it. It means that we meet all the other jivas, the souls. And that was the lesson. The lesson was we're not just people, we're not our names, we're not our education, we're not our degrees, we're not our school, we're jivas.
We're jivas.
This
And
is a jiva.
That's
Look,
a jiva right there.
show them a jiva. That's a
Hi, Jiva.
Narayani jiva.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing, Jiva? How you doing, Jiva? Well, it's so cool and so funny that you were talking about showing up, because literally at that moment I was thinking, just show up. This phrase, just show up, that has been popping into my mind a lot. And it's something that is so simple, but it's so powerful, because if we're to really accept that we are particles of divinity, we are filled with the same power, the same beauty, the same strength, the same knowledge, in that minute particle form as a jiva, then just showing up as that is going to leverage that awesomeness, that greatness, that highest possible service and outcome in every single moment. So it's not just about being passive and just allowing things to happen. It's showing up to the moment and trusting that that fullness is going to come through, and then having medicine tools to be able to practice. How do I find those pockets? How do I find the dips? And how do I surf those waves of my own highest potentiality to come through? And we have a little saying in our yogic practice, which is just add Krishna, and you can substitute for Krishna whatever way you conceive of and connect with the divine and with source. For us, it's a personal relationship, and there's lots of other paths that have personal relationships with the divine. And we love to be personal. We love relationships. We love working with couples. We love working with and having personal connection. So why wouldn't we want that with the divine? So we just add that. We just show up, and we just add that divinity to whatever we're doing, and those two little secrets.
Well, we have another little secret to announce, and that is that we have been answering the call for many years, whether it's bringing 8 groups to India, whether it's our 6 groups graduating of the Soul Culture Yoga School, so many humbling moments where we've been asked to do something. And soul mapping is the coaching mentorship practice that really has come from a lifetime, but we now share it one-to-one. The secret is that we're going to be doing soul mapping coaching for couples. It's super, super awesome to have.
Oops, did I leak that secret before?
We're making the announcement right now.
Okay.
So you can go to JaishreeYoga.com and you can look at the Soul Mapping for Couples page. What I was going to say is that we love you and we know that you are on this journey, and we are so blessed to have the tribe we have and also the tribe we haven't met. So if you're seeking empowerment in your coupleship, if you're seeking to stay sovereign, there's a lot of folks that are miserable right now. We've been together and there's been no breaks, and you're playing all the roles and all the hats. You got to know you're a Jiva. J is for Jiva, you're a soul, and that you have a divine purpose, and that there are tools and people that can help. We call it a soul mapping matrix. It's about breaking down the illusion of what is and all the suffering, and recognizing, not ignoring it, actually learning tremendously, research, real science, real research.
And connecting to our own inherent core desire and making choices based upon that.
Choices, man.
Rather than illusion. Make choices based upon what you want in your life. And that really gets to the deepest part of who you are, the deepest part of where you want to go and how you want to live and how you want to show up in your life. How do you want to show up in every single moment?
We want to show up in integrity, in joy, in bliss, and also reality that the third dimension does include pain. It does include suffering. Of course it does. It's actually what Source, Divine, Creator wants, so that we can learn and grow, but also be in relationship.
And in gratitude for that, gratitude that we are being given these lessons to learn, that we are being supported in our growth, and that at the end of the day, it is something that is transitory and leading us to a higher path.
You want to see what our bliss is? She's starting to sleep a little bit. So, today we're making an offer. It's not just the soul mapping mentorship for couples, because not everyone's in a coupleship. It's also the soul mapping matrix that's coming back as a huge online program. We're very excited.
Back.
The one-to-one mentorship is always happening, and it's not something we do with everyone, but really happy. The book, Soul Ascension, my second book, which I wrote on New Year's of 2020, it's got a lot of psychic awareness in it, and a lot of potential for anyone, any Jiva, to have aha moments and switch the programming that's been keeping us down, switch the narrative that keeps us insecure, keeps our mouths clamped down, our face covered, literally and metaphorically. So Soul Ascension is free. You can download it. Please do right now, and then sign up for a discovery call and see if soul mapping is something that you're ready for. It's an investment that you make in yourself. We're gonna do it and offer it because you are amazing, and the world needs you. The world needs couples. The world needs innocence. It needs the children to be protected. It needs the light to go on of our souls and remember who we are. Oh, Big Elmo. Someone's getting really tired. The world needs more Big Elmo.
More Big Elmo. Be a Big Elmo.
Be a Big Elmo. I mean, we'll think about that. That's a mentor moment. J is for Jiva on the Yogi's Guide to the Apocalypse. Sign up for a discovery call. It's free. Why wouldn't you? And we're really excited to offer the soul mappings for couples.
Jai ho.
Haribo, Jai ho, hi ho, hi
Love,
ho,
love,
hi
love.
ho.